Hey everybody, Gina Walker from MUSA118, Music Appreciation here. It's time to move ahead. We are going to go ahead to the Renaissance and the Baroque periods. The Renaissance essentially will be the 1300s, otherwise known as the 14th century, through part of the 1600s, which we're going to call the 17th century. So kind of a large chunk of time. The Renaissance means a rebirth. Well, after the Middle Ages, things, of course, in the Middle Ages were a little bit on the sad, dark, scary side. Not the whole thing, but sometimes. Renaissance is a rebirth. Rebirth. The Italians have a term. It is Rinascimento. Of course, we're just going to say Renaissance. So Renaissance, 1300s to 1600s. The pieces of music that I'm going to cover are as follows. And I'll do a video for each one of these. First out of the gate, first one is Du Fay. It looks like Du Fay. Ave Marias Stella. Ave Maris Stella. Let me say it again. Ave Maris Stella. This is a harmonized hymn by Du Fay. Second, Josquin. It looks like Josquin, but it's Josquin. Pane Lingua Mass, the Kyrie. If you recall, the Kyrie is part of that standard chunk of the Roman Catholic Mass. Repeats every single time we do a Mass. It doesn't matter if the Mass was music composed by Josquin or Bach or Handel or Vivaldi or Mozart or Verdi, and so on. Each of those different composers took that same text and wrote it to their own music, their own original music. So Josquin, the Pane Lingua Mass. That's P-A-N-G-E-L-I-N-G-U-A, Mass, M-A-S-S, Kyrie, K-Y-R-I-E-A. Then, after that, we get Josquin again. Pange Lingua Mass, some of the Gloria. So we get Gloria. Remember, Kyrie, Gloria. First two chunks of the Mass. The text is what repeats. Josquin. There he is again. A chanson mille regrets. That means it's a chanson is a song. So cantare, canta, canzone, chanson. Chanson looks like chanson. Mille regrets or mille regrets. 1,000 regrets. That doesn't sound very good. Sounds like that's a lot of regrets. Palestrina is next. Pope Marcellus Mass. Gloria. So here again we see the Mass keeps coming around. and it will. So that's Palestrina, Palestrina, Pope Marcellus Mass, or Marcellus. You could say it either way. Some of the Gloria, Kyrie Gloria. Wilkes, Weelkes, Mr. Wilkes. This is fun. It's a madrigal. Madrigals are really fun. The one we are going to look at is As Vesta was from Lathymos hill descending. Let me say it again. A madrigal. As Vesta was from Latmos hill descending. As Vesta was from Latmos hill descending. So we're going to find out who Vesta was, where Latmos hill is, and why Vesta was descending, and about the form, the key, the text, everything about it. Rhythm. Obviously that one's a secular piece. Anonymous. He comes up a lot. He keeps showing up again. All that means is we just don't know exactly who wrote it. You might have an idea, but not for sure. Galliard, Daphne. So we'll learn what a galliard is, and the title is Daphne. I think that you know who Daphne was. So think about that one a little bit. Anonymous, again, Kemp's Jig. So that is K-E-M-P apostrophe S. So it's his jig. Some kind of a cool jig dance. A jig is a dance. So that one should be fun too. Then we're going to look at global perspectives. Inca processional music. This is a mouthful. Hanak, Pachap, Kusiku, Yanin. We might just call it Hanak Pachap, just for brevity's sake. That's an Inca, I-N-C-A, processional. So a processional, just music playing while someone walks from here to there, or a group of people walk from here to there. The choir could process from the back of the church to the front of the church. And then when they get up there, after they've processed, they could sing part of a mass, a plain chant, whatever, hymn. But processing is just walking music. The Incas, of course, are Native Americans, actually from more like a little further south, Mexico, which is now Mexico. Wasn't then. Gabrieli, G-A-B-R-I-E-L-I. Gabrieli. Gabrieli's music is beautiful, stunning. This is a motet, which we learned what a motet is, if you think back. O Magnum Mysterium. It is a beautiful text. That text has been set a lot, over and over and over. Same lyrics, different tunes, different choir parts, different harmonies. But I like that one a lot. That's Gabrieli. I think you'll like him. a motet, O Magnum Mysterium, Latin. Next up is going to be Monteverdi. This guy is very innovative. Mr. Monteverdi. He is considered the first composer of opera. And we will get more into that. But the work we're going to look at specifically is the Coronation of Poppaea. In Italian, which this would have been sung in Italian, it's L'Incoronazione di Poppaea. This work is still performed widely today. College, small groups, opera companies, the Metropolitan Opera, they all do it, and the Lyric Opera of Chicago, Covent Garden, in Sydney, it's performed everywhere. It's very beautiful. And the subject matter is intriguing. It's about Nero and his soon-to-be wife, Poppaea. And it's scandalous. But we're going to like that one too. Next up is Purcell. Mr. Henry Purcell. He wrote an opera called Dido and Aeneas. Dido and Aeneas. It's in English. You thought all operas were in Italian, but there's an English opera coming up right after Monteverdi. Now, Purcell, obviously from England. The opera Dido and Aeneas it's a myth, based on a myth. It's in English. It is also very beautiful, and it's performed widely today. I've sung in both of these pieces, actually. Very enjoyable. The piece we'll look at in particular is from Act 3, and it is Thy Hand, Belinda. And that's like a sort of a sing-speaking kind of a part of the song. We call it recitative, recited, or recitative if you want to get technical. Recitative is just speak singing. So partly sort of spoken, a little bit sung. I go around and I do this all the time. My children do this all the time. It just sort of comes to you naturally after you've been exposed to it for a long time. And recitative is simply speaking on pitches, speaking on notes. This is a little wacky, but an example would be, you need to put the dishes in the dishwasher. I don't want to, but it's your turn. You've got to put the dishes in the dishwasher. Okay, I will, but I need some computer time. Okay, you can have some computer time if you listen to me. So I just made that up. But you kind of get the picture. It's got fast text. So it kind of advances the plot in a show. We're going to tell you like all kinds of stuff that's happening. Recitative. Thy hand, Belinda, is the recitative. When I am laid in earth. That is an aria. An aria is a solo song from an opera. We don't really call it a song. She might sing a solo, or he might sing a solo in an opera, but it's called an aria, A-R-I-A. Next, same composer, same opera, Henry Purcell from England. Opera name, Dido and Aeneas, based on a myth. The next piece is With Drooping Wings. And so the piece With Drooping Wings is a commentary on something that just happened to Miss Dido. So they're singing With Drooping Wings. Okay. Frescobaldi is next. That's a very, very cool name. Frescobaldi. F-R-E-S-C-O-B-A-L-D-I. Looks like Fresco Baldi. This is a canzona, which you can guess. I'm sure you can guess. Canzone, chanson, cantare, canzona, song. It's a balletto and corrente. So what is going on here? It's three different things: a canzona, a balletto, and a corrente. Well, let's wait and see what's different about it. I told you some new and different things are coming up. Next, we're going to end that section with global perspectives. We have a Gambian minstrel song, La Mimba. La Mimba. L-A-M-I-N-B-A. La Mimba. That is from Gambia. That's going to be cool. Next up is going to be Pygmy Polyphony, and this will be the Elephant Hunt song. That is going to be very cool. That's going to end that chunk. We're going to move after that to Baroque, and I personally am going to end Baroque and then begin the classical period. Our textbook sort of lumps those two together, but I'm going to separate Baroque and classical. So it's Middle Ages, Renaissance, Baroque, Classical era, Romantic era, 20th century / modern. So that's where we are, that's where we're going, and we're going to have a good time getting there. Okay? So come to class, watch the videos, read. If you don't have a textbook, get online or go to the library and just begin looking at the Renaissance era and the music that was being composed and performed at that time. There are some amazing individuals who lived during the Renaissance. Galileo, Da Vinci, Copernicus, Shakespeare. Those are just a few of the individuals who lived and worked and created at that time. It truly is a rebirth. Rebirth of ideas, of creativity, innovation, and the scientific method. So we will talk about this when I see you next. Thank you very much. Have a great day.